No, I want you to answer me.
So when is it my turn to talk?
It's not your turn ever because you work for me, bitch. I don't need to sign it. Here, I'll take the copy. We can go to court.
You can sign it right here.
I don't need to sign it.
I just looked at it.
How does it not capture that?
I don't know. Do you have video footage?
Did she tell you that I left?
She didn't see.
Both cases raise serious questions about power and justice. A nurse fined for parking while rules are inconsistently applied, and a journalist surrounded simply for asking questions. Protection or abuse of authority. When transparency is at risk, who stands up for justice? Watch the video and share your thoughts.
So here, how about this?
So how about you move that pole so we can line up here as nurses?
Okay, so listen. How am I supposed to know you work here?
Well, that's not my problem, though.
That's not my problem. You parked in no parking zone.
Well, then that's your problem.
So either you want the ticket or I can just let you go ahead and move the car. You making it a big deal. That's your
Look,
problem.
you making it a big deal. You see we walking out here. You see she's
How do I know? Do I know you?
I just said that.
Do you know me?
I just said that. When you walked out here and opened your door, I said, we work in here. I work here. We switch.
How do I know that?
Talk, well, then maybe your office needs to talk to each other.
We don't need to talk to each other. The signs are clearly posted that say no parking.
Well, I'm sorry. Y'all need to worry.
Would you like to move your car, ma'am, instead of getting a citation?
We are moving it. Can you not say we are moving it?
Would you like to get in your car and move your car now instead of getting a parking citation?
We cannot move it till the other nurse moves.
Okay, would you
like
to
to get a supervisor out here if you have an issue?
Do you want me to
because
call a
we've
supervisor,
already
ma'am?
had this issue.
I don't understand why you're upset.
I'm upset because we've already done this and I'm at work and
how
you bother me at work.
How do I know that I do not
That's
know
why
you?
I'm upset.
That's what you don't understand.
That's not your fucking problem. No, me isn't a fucking problem. I'm at work.
Okay.
So carry your ass somewhere else and leave me alone.
Okay, well, hold on for your...
A heated debate between a nurse and a police officer over parking. Who's right, who's wrong? Watch till the end and share your thoughts.
I'm moving my car.
Okay, 1 second for your parking
citation.
citation.
That's fine. Get your supervisor out here because we've already had this conversation.
That's fine. Okay, like I said when I got out of the car, it was not a big deal. You literally came out angry and aggressive at me for no apparent reason. You can ask him or her. I don't ever give anybody a ticket for parking right there. I was asking you to move your car, and instead you want to yell at me.
No. I told you I was moving it. When you opened your door, I said, I'm moving my vehicle. I'm a nurse, and we switch shifts.
Okay.
We have already been to the department twice.
I got you.
And both times we were told between 7 and 7 in the morning and 7 and 7 at night that we switch shifts, and we were told we are perfectly fine. There's no issues. The last cop that came out here said the exact same thing. Hey, look, we're nurses. We switch shifts. There are only 2 spots, so if there's a nurse here and mom here, we have to park there to switch shifts. We have already talked to y'all several times, so if y'all can't get it together, that is y'all's problem, not mine, because we've already talked to you guys. So to me, it sounds like y'all are the ones that are harassing, because I sit here for 12 hours a day. There are cars parked right here all fucking day long for hours at a time. So if you're going to sit here and tell me that you don't give them a ticket, but you're going to write me a ticket because you didn't like my attitude when they did the exact same thing, then that's the issue. That's the issue. You can't give me a ticket based on an attitude.
I'm not.
Okay, but you just said that. You just said that you're giving me a ticket because I was ugly with you. And you have people parked out here all day long that you don't give tickets to, correct?
Are you done?
No, I want you to answer me.
So when is it my turn to talk?
It's not your turn ever because you work for me, bitch. You work for me, and I'm telling you, they sit out here all day long. I'm not signing anything.
Okay. Do you want to sign this? It's a non-moving parking violation.
Look,
no point to assist on your driver's license.
I don't care.
The options to pay it are on the back.
I don't need to sign it. Here, I'll take the copy. We can go to court.
You can sign it right here.
I don't need to sign it.
Can you sign the parking citation for me?
Why?
It's not an admission of guilt. It's just signing.
Why? No, I'd like your supervisor right here.
Okay, he's on the way.
Okay, well, when he gets out here, we can discuss it.
That's fine.
Because this is like
are you ready for me to talk now, though? Okay.
The story revolves around a nurse parking in a restricted area, claiming prior permission. However, the officer sees it differently and issues a ticket. A tense confrontation highlighting inconsistencies in rule enforcement.
Because I addressed the situation. You think I'm supposed to know that you're a nurse? I do not know that, okay?
I think y'all should get it together as an apartment,
Well, the signs
because I am at
specifically
work
say no
and y'all
parking at
are,
all.
but y'all
I'm
need
not-
to get it together, because we addressed it with you guys. We addressed it with the city of
Did you
Daytona
address it
police
with-
officers.
How am I supposed to know that?
But that's your fault on your department. That's that's something you should address with your department.
Okay.
Because we have addressed it with your department, and we have addressed it with many other officers. So for me being in there trying to get report on a 6-year-old baby that I am trying to work with, and having to rush out here when we've already been told that it's okay, for you to come at me and be like, well, there's a sign that says no parking,
Is there not,
and I'm
is there
sitting
not
right
two
there,
signs that
but
you
I
have
can
parked in
read.
between that
But
say
I
no
can
parking
read.
anytime?
But I
correct?
can read.
Right
So
or
you
wrong?
should have came to me and said,
How am I
hey,
supposed to come to you?
you should have came to me and been like, hey, you know,
Well,
what's
here,
up?
I'm
What's
sitting-
the
I'm sitting right
But
there.
I shouldn't have to
Are
come to
you
you.
listening?
I know you were sitting right there. We
I'm
shouldn't have
sitting
a
right there,
problem.
and you specifically parked in
You-
between the two signs
you are
while
right.
I'm sitting right
You're
there.
right. You know why?
Right?
Because we've already been told we
But
were
how
allowed
do I
to.
know that?
That's where you should address
I
your
don't know
department.
you. I've never met
should
you
call
until
your
today.
department and say,
All right.
hey, department
Well,
is
I'll wait until the
hey,
supervisor
you
gets here to talk to you, okay?
You should call him and ask him. Ask him, hey, look, is there a situation going on at Kingston that there's something different?
Okay.
Like, you should ask your department, because we've already cleared this with your
I
department.
got you. I understand.
Hey, Monday. Hey, Monday. That's what it is. Must be Monday.
Nonsense.
Fine. So the weekend's over. Everybody got
3 Bravo 51. Can I have you sort towards the disturbance in 53 zone? I'll get you backup unit.
God dang, I'm just trying to fucking go to work.
Got a verbal at
Today, I'm hot to
125
stand
Boardwalk.
out here.
RP advised the mail took her money last night.
Damn,
and
I
now
can see fucking going down and fucking with somebody that's actually
cooperative with
about
her?
something, but I'm going to fucking work. Like, this is ridiculous.
I mean, and that can cross over to backup 51.
Monday, man. 5-8.
Copy.
'Cause I don't think this or what's called heard me, so I just thought.
Yeah, no one heard me
No?
originally.
Garner
But
heard
they're,
me.
he called Vista, but no one heard. I never heard it.
Okay.
But anyway, I think they're headed over also. But
Okay.
what's up?
I'm sitting right here, and this black truck right here, the female was the driver. She specifically parks in between the two signs. Not a big deal. I get behind the car for her to move the car. I sat there. Obviously, I knew somebody was going to go in there and get her. They go in there and get her. She comes out.
So she parked, got out, and went inside.
Yeah. She sees me right there. She admitted to seeing me right there. But she was like, why do I need to come up to you and tell you? Immediately, she gets angry and assumes that I know that she talked to the police department in the city or whoever she talked to about being able to park here, because I guess her and another nurse works here, and they switch on and off every 12 hours or whatever, because there was no space to park right there, so she parked right here. So I was like, hey man, do you want to just move your car instead of, arguing with me and getting a parking citation? Because I don't want to give you a parking citation. It's not that big of a deal. She continues to go off. I want your supervisor here. Blah blah blah. You need to go find something else to do. You need to go do your fucking job. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, well, if you're not gonna move the car, just write you a citation. She was like, I'm moving the car, and then she moved the car, and while I'm writing the citation, I told her, hold on, get your citation first, and then she moved the car, and then I was writing the citation.
Center Bravo 65.
Did you
Can you
give it to
copy
her yet?
No.
miscellaneous?
I'm trying to get her to sign it. I don't think she has to sign it.
She doesn't
but-
have to,
Yeah,
no.
okay.
But you got her
Yeah. All of
name
her.
as the driver or
39
whatever.
9th Street,
Yep.
unit number 308.
They get the
55
yellow
Mrs.
copy.
Jefferson, fires have been logged.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, they'll get the yellow. It
All
should
right,
have the fines
but
on the back.
Yeah, it does.
Should be $30.
She wants to talk to a supervisor, but like I said, I don't think either of them heard me.
Special 3 Bravo 21, pending business alarm at 9 South Walled Olive.
Christy.
Christy. Hi, Christy.
Hey, how are you? I'm good.
What's going on?
Well, so
This video raises thought-provoking questions. Is the officer being too rigid, or is the nurse overreacting? It also highlights a bigger issue: the lack of communication between authorities and the public. Could there be a better way to handle situations like this?
we could get a parking pass to allow us to park, because we said, in the mornings we only need 7 to about 7:15, 7:30 to switch shifts in the mornings. and then in the evening the same thing. We were told it was perfectly okay to park there, no problems, no issues whatsoever. The first time that an officer said something to us, we actually went up to this.
Let me ask you this real quick. Who said that it was okay to park there? Do you
When we went up to get the parking pass, they actually brought out an officer to talk to us then because they weren't confused about parking passes. They were like, we don't understand what you mean about a parking pass. And I was like, well, we just need something that says that we belong on the street because all the spots are now blocked off, but we have to park here. Even though we don't live here, we have to park here. And the officer then said, no, that we didn't need a parking pass. There was anything, that we were fine as long as we were in, a short window and we were just moving vehicles, we were fine. Then maybe a week or so after that, an officer had pulled up behind. We were doing the same thing as this morning, and we explained to them, hey, look, I'm a nurse. We're just switching shifts. He said, that's perfectly okay, no problem. Same thing this morning. He is right. I saw him parked over there. But because we have already been told twice that it's okay for us to switch shifts and park right there while we switch shifts, and he clearly saw within, 7 minutes of me being parked here, 10 minutes of me being parked here, I got my work bags, walked straight in the house, came out with the other nurse after I signed her paperwork. She was getting in her car, I'm getting in mine. Like, my problem is that we've already been told this is okay. So for him to say, oh, there's a sign there and you saw me sitting there, you're correct. I did see you sitting there, but we shouldn't have an issue because we have already been told that we're okay at our jobs to switch like this. And then he comes over to me and he tells me that he sees people park here all day long, but he doesn't give them a ticket, but he's going to give me a ticket. That's bogus and I'm here 12 hours a day. I can tell you how many cars park all this road all day long and nothing is done. I'm at work. I went literally less than 10 minutes to switch positions because there was a nurse here.
So, this is what I'll say. It sounds like what you're saying, I don't doubt what you're saying. I'll let So from what it sounds like, you're probably calling incorrect information. People there's a sign that says the park.
No, we clearly told them. We said that, I went up there and I said, hey look, the street that I worked on, because this happened right after that shooting, I said the street that I worked on now has put up no parking signs all down this road. I said, we need a parking pass or we need something that says that we are allowed to park on this road because we don't have anywhere else to park.
So you don't need a parking pass.
Right, that's what they said.
Parking passes are only for designated areas.
That's what they said, and I told them
that designated area.
that's what they said. They said that, but that we would not have any problems as long as we weren't parked out there all day long, that we would not have any problems switching shifts. I even told him we switch at 7 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock at night.
I understand what you're saying, but that's not how that works.
Exactly what I told him that's frustrating me is that is an inter-apartment issue, not a me issue. I was told by two different officers that we're okay. And then he's told, and then he tells me that they're parked out here all day long and he doesn't give them tickets. That is not right that he's coming at me for working.
You're allowed to park on the street or on the side here, so long as the sign doesn't prohibit you from doing that. Which there is no sign that says you're prohibited from parking over here.
Understand in these two spots. Understand, but we addressed that. That's what the address was because we're like, it is physically impossible for a daytime nurse to be parked here or a nighttime nurse to be parked here and mom to be parked here. It isn't physically impossible because of the way we have to sign in and out for work. We cannot sign in and out outside. We have to be inside.
I understand that.
So therefore, I have to go inside to sign her out for her to come outside to move her vehicle for me to move my vehicle.
But the only way you'd be able to park there is if the city, and you can petition the city to have the signs removed.
But when we went down there, they said we were fine. And then again, that goes back to the, if it's that big of a deal for me to have been there for 7 minutes or 10 minutes, however long I was there, I was not there very long. We can check my phone and see when I clocked in versus her clocking out. Legitimately walked in, put my stuff down, clocked her out, and we were walking out when he was behind. Like legitimately that quick.
Somebody went in and got you.
No, he didn't. He didn't go in to get me. I was walking out already. I was already walking out. I already had my keys in my hand walking
Either way,
out.
when the sign says no parking, you can't park.
Then y'all shouldn't have said that it was okay. Y'all shouldn't have said that when we switching shifts that it's okay. We were told twice. The mama that, look, ask her. She was even told by a different officer that it's okay.
This is what I would suggest. Hang on.
Okay.
He did already write you a parking ticket. Okay. Take the parking ticket. I would go down to City Hall, figure out who it is that told you that, and use that in your defense if you want to fight the
Oh, I'm
citation.
definitely going to fight it because so every car that's parked here is getting a ticket. That's what we're talking about.
So if with all
Every car that's parked here is getting a ticket.
Listen to me, man. With all due respect, ask either one of them when I'm working, what car parks in between those signs?
All of them. They're
What
here
car parks in
12
between
hours
those
a day.
They'll move when he come up.
They'll move. They'll move. Did I move when you came up?
No, I was parked right there the entire time.
You were
literally
parked over
right
there.
while I was sitting there.
You know why? Because we were told it was okay.
Well, I apologize that you were told.
We were told it was okay. Why the hell do you think I would purposely
This is
take them
your-
up?
The key takeaway from this situation is the importance of transparency and clear communication. If a rule exists, it must be consistently communicated to prevent misunderstandings. Also, handling tense situations with composure can lead to better resolutions rather than escalating conflicts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 law enforcement officers. Lights and sirens for a man with a camera.
What are you doing here?
Working on a story of corruption,
corruption.
that involves the your boss, the police commissioner, Patrick Ryder. Does everybody get special treatment like this?
This is a figure of the police department.
Do you mind if I get your name and badge number, sir? Just so I know who came here.
Yeah, right here.
Right here. H-E-R. There's nothing in that pocket.
Okay, it looked like it.
How do you see something in an empty pocket?
Watch your videos a lot.
Oh yeah, prove
I am
anything.
going to need ID from you, though.
I didn't break any laws.
You were possibly trespassing.
A journalist asks questions and suddenly finds himself surrounded by 12 police officers. Is this public protection or abuse of power? Watch the video and decide for yourself.
We're just trying to get to the bottom of it. I have an inside source that is telling me that there's much more than an affair going on here with the Nassau County Police Commissioner. He is allegedly racist, using racial slurs. I have an inside source in the police department that is feeding me all this information, and we're just trying to get to the bottom of it. How the Nassau County Police Commissioner is using asset forfeiture to steal people's property and use it for his own benefit. There's a lot of corruption allegations here, ladies and gentlemen, that we're trying to get to the bottom of here. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Hey, how are you, sir?
What's going on today?
Can I get your name and badge number?
What are you doing here?
Just taking a walk around the block here
What are you
on the
doing?
publicly accessible area, sir. May I get your name and badge number?
Officer Carey, badge number 2057.
You came in, you almost hit me, sir.
I did
You're very
almost hit you.
close.
Not even close.
Why are you speeding? I'm not a danger to anybody.
What are you doing here?
I was just asking some questions of the Mrs. Ryder here.
Why?
Because I'm working on a story. I'm a journalist, sir. That's what journalists do.
Okay, did she ask you to leave?
And I left. That's why I'm here. She did. And I left. That's why I'm here on the public part.
You are.
Exactly.
Can I do anything further for you?
No, officer. That's fine. I mean, does everybody get special treatment like this?
This is a figure of the police department.
A figure. She's a figure of the police
You
department?
made her worried.
She didn't seem worried. She was
Doesn't matter.
taking pictures
I'm
of me,
here now.
and that's
Okay,
fine.
So I'm going to stay here.
But
I'm gonna stay
does
here.
everybody get personal preferential treatment like this, sir?
Absolutely. If somebody calls 911 and they're in fear,
So somebody called 911?
somebody did call 911.
Okay. So why would call 911 over a journalist? I told her my name is Sean. I'm a
It
journalist.
doesn't matter. If she felt that we needed to be here, then we're going to show up.
Yeah, I just told you I'm an independent journalist. My name is
In
Sean.
regards to what?
I'm working on a story of corruption, that involves the your boss, the
Okay.
police commissioner, Patrick Ryder. Do you have any comment on the allegations that he is
I have
having
no
an
comment
affair
at
with
all
the
on this
former
issue.
Nassau County executive, Laura Curran?
No comment.
Or that he's targeting people that are on disability, workers' comp? What about the allegations that he is racially
have
motivated in hiring?
Zero opinions of anything while I'm in this uniform.
That he's
I'm
racially.
not even gonna
Have
speak
you
to
heard
you.
him? Have you heard him use racial slurs before, officer?
So here's the deal.
I'm asking you questions.
I'm not going to speak to you further.
That's fine.
I'm going to hang out.
There's no reason for
You
you to
can't
speak to
impede
me.
foot traffic
Oh,
and
sure. I'll
not
walk
impede
back and
street
forth. Yeah, no problem, sir.
Okay.
No problem.
All right.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
As the officers confronted Sean, their intimidation tactics became increasingly apparent.
Hand over ID unless I've committed a crime, sir. Okay. Wow. So, this law enforcement officer here arrived really fast. Car 4211, lights and sirens.
This video captures a tense confrontation between a journalist and the police as he investigates corruption allegations. Instead of providing answers, officers surround him and demand identification, despite no crime being committed, protection, or intimidation.
What are you doing? Oh, nothing. I'm a journalist. I was working on a story. I was trying to ask some questions of Mrs. Ryder here regarding some corruption that's happening with the commissioner. If she had any comment on the allegations that he was having an affair with the former Nassau County executive, or he uses racially motivated thinking in order to hire people for the department. Do you have any comment on those allegations?
Anything else?
Oh, that's all. I just asked her questions. That's why it's recorded.
Okay.
And then she told me that there's no soliciting. I told her I wasn't soliciting. She said to get off her property, and that's why I'm on the public easement here. Was it customary for you guys to come in lights and sirens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars for a man with a camera? I'm just a journalist, peaceful journalist, asking questions of my government. That's all. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Mind if I get your name and badge number? Thank you, ma'am.
Schroeder, 232.
Thank you, Officer Schroeder. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. I don't want to block anybody's driveway.
Watch your videos a lot.
Oh, yeah. I'm just asking questions. I've heard there's a lot of corruption. I have an inside source inside the Nassau County Police Department who has been feeding me information anonymously regarding your police commissioner, Patrick Ryder. So I'm here to ask questions and exercise my First Amendment right, sir. I'm working on a story here. That's all. Nothing nefarious going on. I don't want to block anybody's driveway.
No worries.
Sure.
So, Commissioner's wife said she asked you to leave. She shut the door.
And I left.
You still need, do you have on video you leaving the house?
Well, she has a Ring camera, sir.
She does. It didn't capture you walking while you're staying. I just looked at it.
How does it not capture that?
I don't know. Do you have video footage?
Did she tell you that I left?
She didn't see. So
She didn't see?
I'm looking to.
Well, I don't have
confirm that you left.
to. I'm going to exercise my right to remain silent. I don't have to prove anything.
I'm going to need ID from you, though.
I didn't break any laws.
You were possibly trespassing.
Possibly trespassing.
And we're looking.
But you know who I am.
I don't know who you are. I have no idea who you are. So I need ID so I can confirm.
I don't have any. You've arrested me. You've arrested me a couple weeks ago.
I did not arrest you.
I'm not you, but your department.
Okay, that's
I'm not
fine.
breaking any laws.
That's fine.
Why you arrest me if I don't identify myself?
I'm not going to arrest you and identify yourself.
Oh wait, so I don't want to. I want to remain silent. I want to exercise my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. She didn't answer my question. You got here really quick. I'm on my way. I don't have anything else. I'm not standing outside somebody's house. I was just asking her a question based on the allegations of corruption. Sir, I don't, and I don't give it up unless I've broken the law, sir. I haven't broken any laws. I'm here exercising in a constitutionally protected activity. I'm just asking questions of my government. That's all. There's some serious allegations against your police commissioner. Serious allegations that I'm getting from a reliable source inside of your department. They're going to come forward. It's a whistleblower, sir, and I'm just asking questions.
There.
What's your badge number?
Okay, I don't have to tell you that.
That is part of your policy to tell me that. What's wrong, sir? Why are you coming out being unprofessional?
I'm just asking why you're taking pictures of it.
But I mean, if you're going to engage me, you can't give me your badge number like your policy states?
6810.
Oh, man. Come out being unprofessional.
Well, with an ID on you?
No, I don't provide ID.
Okay.
Minus a crime.
Well, here's the thing. You're acting suspiciously. Somebody's reporting you acting suspiciously.
Okay.
So now we're involved. So I need some identification.
It's suspicious felony or misdemeanor?
Okay, it's neither right now.
So, okay, then, if I'm not suspected of a crime, I'm standing in public property,
you're not
exercising my First Amendment right.
Okay,
Are you going to wage war on that today, sir?
I'm not looking to wage war. Somebody's saying that you're acting suspiciously. I know you're also doing something over in Waukegan or
That's correct.
Dunkin' Donuts.
That's correct. I'm exercising my rights today, sir.
I understand that. Right now, you were reported as being acting suspicious.
By recording.
It's my job. You're not doing anything wrong.
That's correct. So why would I have to disclose my information to you if I haven't done anything nefarious or illegal?
Because somebody's reporting activity that's
Well, all you have to do as an officer is let them know that I'm not doing anything illegal.
You're not doing anything.
So why didn't you convey it to them, sir?
Well, they're asking me to ask you what you're doing, and you're not.
And I just told you, I said I'm standing here, exercising my First Amendment right to record in public.
This video raises important questions. Journalists have the right to investigate government affairs, but did his approach raise concerns? On the other hand, was the police's overwhelming response truly necessary, or was it an attempt to silence dissent? A critical debate on press freedom and law enforcement power.
All right, have a good day.
You still don't want to identify yourself?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm going to come in and file a complaint on you. Definitely, man. Come out trying to give directives. No, absolutely not, man. You turning out to be a tyrant, Officer Baker. He's saying I need ID to file a complaint. Wow. Then that means they're going to hinder me from filing a complaint. I'm going to go in here and file some FOIA requests on you guys as well. This is ridiculous.
Please, go ahead.
I'll go after you.
No, go ahead.
I can go after you.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'll go after you.
All right, well, I'm going to stay there, and we're going to be, you're recording me, you're going to be recording you.
Yeah, I know. You're recording me now. Your body cam is on, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Please, go ahead. This gentleman needs paperwork to file a complaint.
And I need to speak with a higher authority officer as well. Someone, sergeant, lieutenant, deputy chief even possibly. I have some complaints on this officer here, tried to just come and infringe on my rights. Want to be able to make those people aware. Commander, sir?
Commander Stoves, yeah.
Stoves. Man, the situation was standing right over here in the parking lot there, right here on the other side of you guys' whatever this is, a shack.
Yeah.
And I was shed. There you go. And I was just recording, and I noticed I see a dispensary is connected to you guys' lot, and it's something I've never seen before. So I turned my camera that way, and obviously 2 young ladies from over there didn't like that. So they came and got one of you guys, Officer Baker it is, and he tried to come out and infringe on my rights to record, and he tried to ID me. Obviously, of course, he was unsuccessful, but still, though, to even try to come and force that type of will is, we shouldn't have that. It's made this department look terrible. I just wanted to be able to get your professional opinion on his conduct. How is it suspicious, sir? You saying that it's suspicious as well? Well, I'm saying you used the word suspicious as well. So
That's how the call came.
Okay, so from your own opinion, do that sound suspicious?
Despite the journalist's clear explanations, the officer escalated the encounter. He implied that the journalist's actions warranted further scrutiny, though no law had been broken. The officer's persistence raised questions about his intentions. The officer's actions appeared less about genuine concern and more like a calculated effort to pressure the journalist into submission, raising troubling questions about the culture within law enforcement. The situation reached its peak when the officer falsely claimed that filing a complaint required identification. This blatant misrepresentation of protocol seemed designed to deter the journalist from holding him accountable. If officers misled citizens so easily in front of a camera, what happens when power suppresses dissent in encounters that go unrecorded?
Well, right. Well, like I said, I always use this analogy. Some people put peanut butter on pancakes. That don't sound normal, but is it illegal? Exactly. So he shouldn't even came out and engaged me. Well, the young lady came in. That's still considered dispatched. She didn't call.
There was a dispatch call of somebody that was out there recording, and that's a little unusual. So we went to go see what was going on.
Really? That just don't sound right. And then even if somebody was to call and say, "Officer, somebody's out here recording," all he has to do is just say, "You know what? He's not doing anything illegal. That's his First Amendment right. Leave him alone." Why don't you officers ever do that?
The biggest takeaway from this video is the importance of transparency and accountability. When power goes unchecked, it can easily be used to suppress rather than protect citizens. People must know their rights and be willing to ask questions for a fair society.